presentation is your country group. Yeah. Taking again here. So today we're working in the topic groups, and the purpose is to become expert within one field of sustainable business. So you'll learn much more about how to create meaningful products, or together you'll develop ideas about that. And when you then go back to your national team, you'll have four other perspectives to combine: how to communicate your business to the outside world, the culture, and how to develop a good culture within your business, how to use resources with respect, and how to create meaningful products. So combined, you now have the tools to make your country business idea more sustainable.
Can the final presentation be a PowerPoint presentation?
It can be a PowerPoint presentation. It can be whatever you choose to be. So it's up to your creativity how the final presentation is going to look like. Whatever you decide within your country group is the best way to present your plan is great. It can be theater, it can be PowerPoint presentation, it can be singing, whatever you want. And just have this in mind. How can we make the ideas actionable and take them back to our country when we continue our school business to make them more sustainable? Yeah?
So, another question. Is the delegation leader going to present the final thing of the country, or is it the group leader right here? Or how's it going to...
The group leader.
Yeah, so for example, I'm the country leader.
Yeah.
So am I going to present the project of my country?
No, not necessarily. See, I put two persons here, for instance. But
when it's
really,
theater.
it's up to you how many persons present, as long as you find a way to communicate the best way. Maybe some people feel more comfortable presenting than others, but it's important that you gather the ideas from the whole group. Sometimes it's good to be more than one person presenting, because then you are in the comfort of one another, so you can support each other when you're standing in front of these people.
If you do a theater play, it would be more than one person, hopefully.
But in general, I think it's important that you try to involve everybody in your group, so you also go back home with a success story together, and that it's not one person who says, I did the whole presentation. No, also the shy people can present, or people that think it's really scary to speak English. Then find a role for those persons.
You got a question down there?
The presentation, or is it?
Yeah, it's the country. So this is today. You're working in the topic groups. The work in the topic groups ends today. And you take the expert knowledge you gained from your topic group to your national team, where you'll be working tomorrow. Preparing the presentation of your country's school business, how it can become sustainable. And I know, is it Slovakia and Poland does not have a business idea yet, right?
Well, they have an idea, but they don't have a company.
Oh, they don't have a company yet.
But they have an idea.
Yeah. So you use that idea and see how you can improve that idea to become more sustainable, and present that at the fair. So.
And you will have one teamer in your group going in and out, so that person will always be your contact person for questions, for exercises, for checking up are we on the right tracks. So you will be guided, it's not that.
So the reason why you're going back into your country groups is that makes the ideas actionable. Because if you were to make a final presentation in your topic group now, when this week ends, it's going to be very hard to work together. But if you end working within your school company at country level, you take the experience from working across country, national and cultural barriers with you to your national team. That gives you a broader outlook, and you then have a concrete idea that you can work on and make more sustainable. So it's to make sure that you can become the change.
And this drawing will be here in the room all the time, so if you're confused, okay, what is it again, what we're going to do, just go there and check up on, like, where are we in the process, so it's also for you kind of a schedule.
Are there any other questions? Then, what's next, Biggie?
What's next? I will give you a brief overview of the agenda, and as you can see, we have written it down. So if you are not sure where we are, what we do, please go to the paper and check up again and take responsibility. Okay, this is what we're going to do, and this is what we're going to do next. First thing we're going to do now is we're going to get some inspiration from Eric, because he has an extremely amount of knowledge, as you probably all know after reading the PDFs, watching the movies, and we would like to use his expertise even more. So he will give you an inspiration movie, and after that we will have 3 workshops. So all of you can choose which workshop you will be in. One is around cradle to cradle. Philip will do that. So how can we? Yeah, you can say that.
Cradle to cradle is a concept on how to recycle materials in closed loop systems. So it's a whole new way of doing business, earning money while being good for the environment at the same time. This topic is especially relevant for those working with product chain and resources and meaningful products.
And Eric will do a workshop on.
I'm going to focus on creative communication. We're going to look at some of the clips you had on your resource list, the Matrix and others. How can we use animation movies to pick up this topic of sustainability in a fun way? These movies are from the most successful campaigns in the world. Compared to normal campaigns, they reach 10 times as many people because these animations and cartoons are so cool, they tell it to their friends.
That is fun.
Yeah. And the other one is, when we already had it, a product is not only something you can touch, but it's also people who are consulting and going somewhere. Maybe teachers running or young people running an academy on how to make a school business sustainable in the schools of your city. That's also a product. You are getting booked for it. So we are going to look at a film of maybe the most successful organization in the world doing this. So you can find inspiration. How are these people doing it? How are they communicating it in a new way that is attractive to other people?
So those 2 workshops are most important for those who work with company culture outside and meaningful products as well.
And then I will tap more into how to create cultures and learning in companies. So we will look shortly into the chaos pilot education and explain how education can be differently. And then we will try as a tool to experiment and explore with leadership and followership in a very different way. So we will be making music and moving around, and you will get a completely different experience than normal education provides you with.
So that workshop is, of course, most relevant to those working with company culture inside and learning organization.
And if you want to play around and not sit and talk and write, then come, because we're going to make music and we're going to move around, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
You have to say in which rooms the workshops are.
Yeah, but then we will, afterwards we will divide you. You can choose what you want, and then you will walk with one of the persons to the room where the workshop is. But first, we would like to give the stage to Eric for some inspiration, and then we divide the workshops.
Okay. My job is to bring in some crazy ideas from the world. So my slogan for you guys, hey, I'm talking, please, is to show you business like you have never seen before. The world is changing, and when there's change, there's something that you have never seen before, right? So that means if you want to be the change, you will have to do things that have never been there before. So now, for the fun of it, let's look at a new business model that turns business totally around and is currently the most successful new business model. Some of you